Daytime baseball coming at you on MLB Network from Petco Park in San Diego. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. The Padres attempt to break out the brooms in this 3-game series right after this. Joey Lebansky will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
With Merrifield next to hit, he will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They have really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
3-0 now.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when a third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone's going to be awfully small today.
That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1. This is flared out towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, I was interested to see what he was going to do in a 3-1 count. Was he willing to take it full, work the pitcher a little bit more, or because he had count leverage, was he going to come unglued? They have an aggressive plan today. This pitcher is going to have to be on top of his game.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. First pitch on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Popped high in the air. Tatis has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Here's Buster Posey now, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Merrifield leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he just misses with a curveball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to right field. Chasing after it is Pilar, and he makes the catch for the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Popped him up. Smith is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. Mets leave 1, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Eric Fetty gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
So coming to the plate, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Manuel Margot.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I really believe this offense really needs their cleanup hitter to find his form. Last month, he turned in less than 20 hits. He's just been real inconsistent. That's not terrible, but it's not good either. And he's the guy that they need to be productive. I'm looking for a bounce back here.
Digging in now for San Diego, Kevin Pilar. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next to the plate for the Padres, number 85. And he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Starling Marte on the season. He's hitting just over 290 coming into action here.
Starling Marte.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Kyle.
Next up from New York, Kyle Lewis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Number 8 is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fernando Tatis. He'll be trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished with a 4 for 5 line at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is in off the plate. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
Guys, it's awesome how the Padres always do such a great job honoring the United States military, isn't it?
Yeah, teams around the league show a lot of appreciation for the various military branches, but with San Diego being one of the biggest military towns in the country, this organization has always been one of the best at saying thank you for everything those men and women do. Every Sunday game, and they've been doing it for years, they're up there getting a chance to take in a ball game.
Yeah, and how cool is that? It's really become a staple of what this Padres organization does, and it's one of those things that make you stop and remember how lucky we are that we get to come to the yard and watch a ball game.
Stepping up to the plate, Austin Hayes, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Missed with a slider. Tatis on at first, nobody out. Runner goes for second. Grounded to short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Coming to the plate now, Dominic Smith. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
2-2 pitch just missed. Houston Potts will be next. The 3-2 one more time. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, with one out and a runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run. But he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
Stepping in now, Houston Potts. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Ball 2 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Batting 8, catcher, number 8.
Digging in, number 8. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First delivery to him on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. Runners on first with one down. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. The 1-2. This is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Joey Lubanski.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Joey Lubanski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 0-2 home. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
A runner on first with two away. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 San Diego. Back now on MLB Network from sunny San Diego. Without a doubt, some of the most beautiful coastlines in the country around here. Leading off the inning, Jorge Salinas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Whit.
Next for the Mets, Whit Merrifield. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Salinas, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to the right, and that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems. But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Standing in now, Mike Trout will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes strike 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Striding in once again, Buster Posey. And they're runners at the corners now. Set and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 3-2 now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Margot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
0-1's the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Now at the plate, number 85. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Too high. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Crowd's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis. That's the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Now batting, left fielder,
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lewis is under it. 2 gone. Ready to take his axe again, Dominic Smith, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ball one. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Popped him up. Posey shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Friars forced to settle for just the one. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Padres lead it 3-0. So striding in, Buster Posey as we begin the top of the 4th.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to short. Tatis scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
First baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And stepping in, the power hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
The 1-2. He's a called third strike right on the inside corner.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Starling Marte. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Ready on 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Is not going to get him as he swipes second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Marte stands at second with 2 gone. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Lewis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Two men are on with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in, Houston Potts. He singled his last time up.
Third baseman, number 20.
First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, number 8. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Yanked fouled off to the right. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2. Ripped down the line. Merrifield scoops it up, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Padres, catcher, Joey.
Settling in now, Joey Lubansky. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. A ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Padres down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Jorge Salinas, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jorge Salinas.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher, Eric Fetty.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Eric Fetty. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
With Merrifield next to hit, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0. Robert Gesellman, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Robert Gesellman.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Manuel Margot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Trout coming on. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Ready once again, Kevin Pillar. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's only 2 for 10. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Popped him up. Posey is there. 2 down.
Now batting, number 85.
Digging in and looking for more. Number 85. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Digging in once again, Fernando Tatis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
To 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. They lead it 3-0. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Big pitch to Trout, 2-0. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. There's one well above the zone for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Here's Buster Posey now, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and Posey has bounced into a double play.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. 2 out, nobody on. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hot shot to third. To his right, Potts. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down quickly. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping in, Austin Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. After it is Marte. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Dominic Smith will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer. There was a big blow early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. One out, nobody on. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. To first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Stepping in now, Houston Potts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Smith leads off first with 1 away. He's running. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
The 2-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Padres go down quietly, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at Petco Park, Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Now batting, Starling Marte. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hayes moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Ahmed Rosario comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Kyle Lewis is on deck. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Lewis. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right. Rosario rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Kirby Yates will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Giovanni Urshela is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 40, Giovanni Urshela.
Digging in, Jorge Salinas. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
It's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Hitting for New York, number 30, Michael Conforto.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Mets 1. Jeff McNeil will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Playing second base, number 10, Jeff McNeil.
Paul Sewell gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now at the plate, number 8, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Catcher, number 8.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Into right field. That's a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Runners on the move for second. Popped him up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder, Kevin.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Whit Merrifield. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. The Friars are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Hayes ranging back. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Here's Buster Posey now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
From the stretch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course, with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No outs, nobody on. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in left, but foul. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
You know he's probably still thinking about that game-time home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
A fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher's standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Starling Marte as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped him up. Smith over to his left, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Now at the plate, number 85. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Number 85.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Fernando Tatis waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Fernando Tatis. First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, That next pitch, you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Marte. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Into the box, Dominic Smith. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Phillip Evans will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. 1-0 count. Here it is. High and deep to right center. After it is Marte. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roll. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Smith at third, Evans at second with 2 gone. Fastball called strike, 1-2. The 1-2. Lined hard to center field. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. The run scores from second, now a 6-3 game.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Giovanni Urshela lifted in the air toward the line and right. Marte on the move. And this will get to the wall over near the 322 sign. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
In now, Manuel Margot. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. And this one gets away. A throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We've played 8 full. Padres lead it 7-3. Edelbray Ramos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Edelbray Ramos.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
Shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Tatis ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Number 5, Kyle Lewis.
At the plate, Kyle Lewis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Kyle Seager will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Kyle Seager.
And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now the 2-0. Hot shot towards the hole. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. Grand Slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Number 78 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. With Merrifield next to hit. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's set, and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. McNeil on second. Seager on at first with 2 down. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Mike Trout would be next. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Makes the catch, and the Padres finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Padres posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Kirby Yates wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Final line score for this afternoon's ball.